So on Twitch, how much do y'all think I make per month? Y'all want on average, or y'all want to pick a month and guess? How much y'all think I make a month on Twitch? I'll let y'all pocket watch me. 30 or 40K? 13K, 12K, 20K, 25K.
Wait, what's your split?
I got a 70-30.
Yeah. Probably 40 then. 40, 45.
I got a 70-30. They talking about, oh yeah, I would not go hard on Twitch for a 50-50. That's disrespecting me. 50 to 60K, a little under 20. But for subathon, 30. What y'all think it's gonna be after subathon? I wanna see where y'all heads work. 85.5K, 100K, 67K, 80K, 50K, 45K. On average on Twitch, I make, on average last year, I made about 7-8K last year. I'm not including December till now, when I used to average 1,000. That's not including what I make from YouTube or what I make from money, which adds up to more shit. But just Twitch, I was making 7 or 8K. So let's say we made 8K. Let's say we made 8.5. Let's say we made 8.5. You gotta put 3,000 to bills. Boom, 3,000. So after that, you have 5,500 handouts. We probably got 1,500 to handouts. Boom, that's family. Everybody asking for money. So we have 4,000. And then you gotta put paying league. Let's take out a band. That was last year. You probably got 3,000 to play with for content and to buying. So if I wanted to do a UG City, it would have to get really slim. What about taxes? You do gotta put money for taxes too. That's why I was like you rich, Rise, like. But I'll tell y'all what I made. So I was probably like making like 7 or 8 from like Twitch on YouTube, and this is last year, by the way. That'd probably be like 5, and then like let's just say like music, that'd be like 35. I probably was making like 16, 17 last year. This would be a good month. A low month for me would be like 11, and then you gotta count your taxes. So let's do times 12. Probably made like 180. But you gotta structure your. But yeah, I'm about to teach y'all financial. We get a financial class right now, man. Put y'all binoculars on. So how much are you making altogether in a month? Last year, like 15, 14, 16, 14, 15, 16. And then taxes is gonna run you. It's gonna run you about 30% of your money. It's gonna run you about 30% of your money. So if you make 180 in a year, it's gonna run you about 54,000 at the end of the year. And you could do your write-offs and get that down about 20, but it's gonna run you about 30,000 for taxes. And if you don't pay it in 3 years, they be there to collect all 3 years at one time. Or your next check is theirs. Or your next check is theirs. No Baptist. You got about 3 good years of living tax-free before Uncle Sam can slap the shit out you. And that might be your highest year. You be like, yo, I made $1 million this year. Like, he gonna come and take 800K. You gonna be sitting there like, what happened? They talking about move to PR.
Wait, Twitch don't
take the taxes for you? No. Twitch don't take the taxes for you. YouTube don't take the taxes for you. TikTok don't take the taxes for you. Instagram don't take the taxes to you. Them click apps where you click in and Uber this, that, get 750 Cash App scam, they don't take the taxes for you. Your music don't take the taxes for you. DistroKid not taking the taxes. You are an independent contractor. So if you spending this money, if you've made $2,000 last year off just content, that ain't a free $2,000. They need their 30%. You're self-employed. It's up to you to file your 1099, report how much you made, and pay it. Because if you don't, Uncle Sam will get you when you make enough. Now, granted, they're not going to be on your ass until you about 75 to 100K in debt. That's when they're going to start chasing you down. They ain't chasing you down for 20K. But interest will stack, and it'll get you there. It'll double. It'll double. So be real careful. I will say this. 1 year, I just was like, yo, I'm gonna be an adult. Let me file my taxes. I put it in, and I'm like, oh, I'm filing my taxes. Let's go. Like, they ain't gonna get me. I didn't write shit off because I ain't have an accountant. No write-offs. They charged me a real year. That was $18,000. That was $18,000. And mind you, all my money going to my shit. So when the accountant told me, hey, bro, if you wrote that off, that could have been $3,000. Lessons learned. At least it ain't happened this year or the year before that. That was music money that really killed me. That was music money. That wasn't even content creation money. Be careful out here. Uncle Sam, don't play. He's the realest nigga in the world. He the realest nigga in the world. He the realest nigga in the world.
That's only my first year, though.
He will beat the shit out you. You can't beat him. He get down and he don't play. If you move to NYC, your wallet gonna get graped. No lube. Stay in ATL.
What?
Nigga said if you move.
Yo. I'm cut.
Uncle Sam can't be God, so fuck him. Hey, bro. I'm gonna keep it a bean with you. He cannot beat God. But if you got some type of idea where you want your shit to be, pay Uncle Sam. That's that's all I'm gonna say. Like you still gonna eat food and all that. You gonna have somewhere to sleep, but you ain't doing nothing extravagant. God gonna make sure you bare minimum and all that. You might get a shelter and all that, but like, nah, that's cousin saying my uncles don't ask me for money.
So I got taxes to pay, God. But I ain't paid that shit.
Yo, you could finesse Unc though, but if they catch you, you will pay triple. Be careful. It's play at your own terms. He not playing on God terms. Oh, that's so disrespectful. And I'm gonna keep it a bean. You only can dodge Uncle Sam if you got a lot of money. Other than that, you ain't dodging him. Please. It's grandmoms in the hood who thought they dodged them. You not dodging them. They f***ed up. Why you think your grandmom not out of there, bro? Your grandmom's stuck. Sam whooping ass. I'm telling you. I won't lie to you. Like they stuck. You don't want to be stuck on unemployment and burger flipping. You not getting out of the hood. If you don't pay that shit, he gonna make you look like Uncle Ben. No Baptist. Look, let's get into our financial class. Today's financial class will be financial literacy. A misconception is that you shouldn't start being responsible with your money until you're rich. That is absolutely unacceptable, and that is not true, and that's some of the dumbest shit you can think ever. Yeah. That sucks. Now, we're going to ask Mike, the billionaire, who has almost $5 billion, if I'm spitting that game or not. But I really think I am spitting that game. And I'm going to explain some basic common knowledge for y'all to let y'all know where to sit your money at, how to spend your money, why you should do it, why I do it. And I'm going to show you the reason that you should be doing it from the rip, right? So what you should do is get your whiteboard, get your pen and your notepad, or get ready to download some apps on your app store and make yourself a to-do list. No Baptist. So you can feel good about your financial situation. I already told you a lot about credit. So if you want to go f with that credit, go f with it. But take y'all notes. You should learn something when you in this shit. Anonymous with the 5 gifted. I appreciate you, man. And J Bug with the sub. Chat before I go to sleep. 1925. 19,250. I want to hit that. So that tomorrow, as soon as we wake up in the morning, we're going to hit that other 250, and we smacking 20K tomorrow. No Baptist. If we don't smack 20K tomorrow, it's going to get crazy for me. Mentally, we smacking that shit. That was me, Raud. That wasn't you, Vontrell. We know how you get. I was almost at 100K in credit. All right, look, let's get right. All right. Now, the number one question is this. What do you do with your money when you get rich? Who can tell me? Let me just see what chat gonna say. And mind you, I may not have the ideal structure, but I can tell you what each of these tools do so you can choose your own path. What do you do? Invest. What does invest mean? Nobody knows. Currency, stocks, crypto. You're just gonna throw out words and you don't know what they actually mean. I'm gonna keep it a bean. And it's good to admit that right now and gain some knowledge. Invest in stocks, crypto, assets. Look, niggas, no one knows what it really means though. I'm gonna keep it a bean. They throw these words at us and they make us feel like they make us feel like they making us smarter, but we don't even know what it is or the steps that it take to get there. I'm gonna keep it a bean. Unless you really want to do that one thing and you really lock it in, you probably just you probably watch a bunch of YouTube videos and you got a bunch of knowledge with no experience. Experience is the best thing in the world. So I'm going to take my experience and I'm going to show it to y'all and I'm going to let y'all know what works and what doesn't work, because since I've been able to make money, I'm really smart with my money. Most times when I do big projects like this, like the mall project, it's from save money. Save money is the only way to catch up to me. Even if you're spending your money smartly, if you're not saving money, you can't do Uck City. You can't do this mall thing. And you're going to be very uncomfortable if Uncle Sam come and you ain't got no G's. All right, so let's lock in. All right, so it's 3 things you do with your money, right? It's 3 things. Write 3. Write 1. Write 2. Write 3. All right, right. Yo, I appreciate you for the sub. Welcome to the family, man. Thank you. It's 3 things you do with your money. All right? All right? It's 3 things you do with your money. All right? Now, before we get into those 3 things, I want to explain this. Do not think that you are the smartest in the world for saving money in your corny ass regular bank account. Chase, Wells, credit unions, TD Bank. If you're saving money in your corny ass regular savings account, you are not smarter than a regular you running a rat race. It's gonna go at me. They're gonna put this on TikTok. It's gonna be like, no, well, I saved my money. Like, bro, you're saving it for a rainy day, and then when it rains, you're back at zero. That makes no sense. Our debt is going up. The dollar ain't getting more expensive. $10,000 today ain't $10,000 10 years ago. It's the dumbest shit to save your money in there and hold on to $10,000, because in 10 years, that $10,000 is dumb as shit. It won't be the same $10,000. It ain't pirate days where you save all these coins and it's still worth the same shit. This shit go up and down. Inflation is going crazy. You could go to the Poppy store. You know how you could go to the Poppy store and you used to could grab a cheesesteak platter for $5 and a juice and snacks. You spend $10, you get all of this shit. No, right now you spend about $16, $17. Platters $8, $9. Juice is $1.50. Everything going up. That shit add up. This is your money. Don't play with your money. Notice that you're paying more for the same shit. Did the food get better? No. Did transportation get smoother? Is the cars flying? Why are we paying so much? Uber's $30, DoorDash $35. That add up. Be smart with your money. It's going up, but we're not making more. You don't see what's happening in Philly? Just trying to get more cheese. Rent going up, but just you know why? Because shit is rising in price, but the dollar amount isn't. So if you keep $10,000 in your account, in 10 years, your $10,000 might be worth $4,000 again. The number gonna be 10,000, but it's not the same thing. Now, I'm not telling you you can't save money. If you're saving money so that you can save up for something, of course the price of that is not gonna go up, but the actual everyday of living is going up. So as you spend it on that, you getting farther away from that goal. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you saving up for something that a car that's $100,000, it's still gonna be $100,000, and it may take you a year to do it as a getting a lot of money. But as you buying groceries and traveling, you spending so much money. What took you 12 months to save up for might take you 16 months. You see what I'm saying? Like, hang on tight to what I'm saying. You dig me? So what you want to do is, you want to get yourself a high yield savings account. Now look, why are billionaires rich? Why are millionaires as rich as they are? These are making up companies, making up ideas, and even if they sell it for $100 million, you know what they do? They sell it for $100 million and they say, you know what? Let me keep 5% of it. Right? Let me keep 5% of it. I sell you Netflix. Let me keep 5% of it though. And then when Netflix end up becoming $1 million company, that 5% is 500 million. Your percentage is everything. If Netflix become $1 billion company, they make 500 million by just keeping 5%. Your percentage is everything. Chat, you don't earn no percentage on your money by it being in TD Bank, Wells Bank, this bank, that bank, that bank. You earn percentage when it's in a high yield. It may not look like, yo, 1% is a lot, but it's a lot. 2% is even more, 3% is even more, 4% is even more. If you put your money in a high yield saving account, you can, hey Rod, that's bad math. Put $1 billion, search up $1 billion and see what put $1 billion and search what 5% is. It's not 5 million, it's 500. $1 billion. How is the math not mathing? Search it up. Search it up. Search it up. Search it up. That's 50 mil. Hold on, let me see something. It is, it's 50. It's not 5. It's not 5. It's not 5. It's 50. It's 50. It's 50. It's 50. I'm like, bro, there's no way it's 5 out of $1 billion company, bro. It's not 5 million, bro. That's nothing. But that's 50 million. So this billionaire, right? I see where you going, though. No, we locked in. We both was wrong, though. We locked in, though. Peep, though. So these billionaires, right? I only know one billionaire, the one that I bought on stream. And I only know him through my man who rap, who got millions of dollars. And he know a billionaire. So I'm like, yo, you get that billionaire on stream? You dig me? But these billionaires, they'll keep 5%, 7%. Now it's 50 million here, 100 million here. So when it's time to invest into a little like us, I got $20,000 for you to say, come stream and do this. And they'll keep taking percentages. It's all percentages. Chat, you want percentages. You want percentages. You want percentages, gang. You want percentages. So how do I actually put my money in there? Anybody can sign up for it. My one that I use is called Marcus. It's called Marcus. This is my high yield saving account. I use Marcus. And anybody can sign up. It's called Marcus. Marcus by Goldman Sachs. Marcus by Goldman Sachs. Upon putting your money in there, right? You get 3.65%. 3.65%. That's way better than 0. Now these white people, chat, they putting their money where it's supposed to be. They'll sit it in there for 10 years. They'll sit $10,000 in there for 10 years. And the interest and you know what the interest do? The interest basically paying off the inflation for you. So that your 10 still a 10. You got a powerful 10 ball. It's going to be like 15. You going to be like, yo, I made more money. But now you got a real 10 and it's not 4. You dig what I'm saying? And this is for really saving. Because if you're going to save, you're going to save. You're not going to put it in the save account, switch it back to the check and put it in. That's a fake check-ins. People run into that loop. I'm put it in my check-ins that got my savings right next to it on the same app. It's not a real savings, gang. That's a mental game that you try and win, that you losing. Put your money in the high yield. You can search it up. You can say, hey, ChatGPT, or hey, Google, what's the best high yield savings? And do your research. But what you can do is with these high yield joints, you connect your bank. You can say, yo, I don't want to touch this money. I'm gonna leave this app over here, right? And the only winners are long-term players. And you can say, yo, take $100 on my account every joint, or 50. And once you make a little more, 100. So if you get to the point where you want to do content and you making $2,000 a month, say, yo, take 200 out of my shit. If you go on a 5-year run of like, yo, I've been running shit for 5 years, you're going to make more and more cheese. You can start adding more money to there, but leave that there. You 10 years into your career, you look back, you say, damn, there's a couple million in that joint. And that's just one, though. That's one way to save money. Really save. Not a rainy day saving account. That's not rainy day. Don't touch your shit unless the rainy day is literally you're homeless. But in that case, you do got a couple rainy days off your interest. Now, I'm not going to tell you how much I got in my shit, but I can tell y'all, yo, I made over $4,000 in interest. And interest. And interest is just sitting there. It's been 2 years. Who don't want an extra free three bands of 2 years? It's really a loan. You really supposed to let it sit there for real. So let it sit there for real 10 years. It compounds. The more money you add, the more interest they give you. The more they give you, because they give you 3.65% of what you have in there. So once it's more money, the 3.65% is more, and you can get a better percentage. So when people ask you, hey, what do you do when you really get money? And the people say high yield savings account, now you know what a high yield savings account really is. It's what a real savings account should be. You feel me? So that's the number one thing you do with your money. You save it, but that's the way to save it, not how you feel me? So you go high yield. That's what you do, high yield. Now look, these billionaires probably got a 500 million in the high yields. You feel me? All right, I'm gonna give y'all some but don't say I need to make a lot of money to do it. Just do it. Just do it. If you put $1,000 in there, you put $1,000 in there. Let me see. You put $1,000 in there. What is it? 3. Let's just say 4. Let's say 4. Put $1,000 in there. Niggas is getting free $40. Then you got 140. But now that next year, you got 2,000 in there plus some extra interest. The shit gonna build up to 2,000 some change. Then after that, it's like, yo, like, you feel me? It's like, yo, it become a good bit. I got my current card. Just listen to me. We ain't talking about credit cards. Number 2. He said, Core, download the app right now. Turn me the download the app. Ask Core if I'm lying. I'll show Core right now how much money I got in there. I'll show Core. Y'all gotta get on your shit though. Core, there's some in there. That's 2 years.
That's not no bull.
You gotta put money in there, let it stack.
And just let it sit there.
And let it.
That's only what?
That's 2 years.
Nah, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
How much? Never mind.
Sometimes I'll get a lot of money. I'll just say, let me put 1,000 in there.
Okay.
Let me put 1,000 in there.
Because
and then,
because with content, it's like a month. You don't even.
Yeah, like maybe somebody say, "Yo, come perform for."
This month you gonna really put something in there.
I'm gonna put something in there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put something in there.
Okay.
And then now that means that 3%, I start making. You'll start making $300 every, and it's monthly.
Oh, so
it's high yield.
Okay.
It's high yield. Let your money make money. No Baptist. What's the app called? Marcus by Goldman Sachs. It's right here. That's what you do with your money. This how you really save. This not what you use when you want to save up for your house. This is what you use for your life. White people do this for their life. You know when the old people die and they be like, how the fuck they got $2 million? This how they got it and we don't got it. Alright? This is where you throw money in there because you had those nights where you up late and you like, what I want to do with my life. This is what you look at and you be like, yo, even if I live 10 years of a horrible life with y'all people in Philly, in 10 years I'm going to have 6 figures regardless. This is long term. You don't make good money short term. Unless you blow up, work really, really hard and tire yourself out, or get really lucky. Which is 3 hard things to do. This is safe play the right way. It's a high yield savings. Oh, charger just fucked me up. I'm sorry. It's called Marcus. Hold up. Oh look, and it show you. Hold up. I'm gonna pull it up on screen. Look. Look at this. Save and interest calculator. Let's say your initial investment is $500. Right? And let's say every month you add $100. Every month. Every single month. Boom. $100. You probably would want to add a little more, but you know got they shit. Bi-weekly, not $100 a month. Bi-weekly. Boom. You coming out with $5,000. You coming out with $5,000. You know what you coming out with? If you do a regular job? Credit Karma. All good for credit building. Yeah, I'm gonna let y'all know. You coming out with $5,000. You know what you coming out with on a regular bank? Nothing extra. Nothing extra. $100 every 2 weeks. Don't niggas get paid bi-weekly? Put $100 in there. Put $100 in there, man. And that's just a consistent 200 every month. But not if you get taxes or cash money. Dump more in. You should dump more in. You should. If one day you figure out like, damn, no, this really the method. It's methods. It's methods. First time I did it, I took my show money. I took my show money from making music. I put $2,000 in there. And then that first year, I put $500 in there every month. No Baptist. So if that's the case, right? $500 every month. I come out to $27,000. That's if that's all I put in there, cause I dump money in there. Cause you gotta think the more money that's in there, the better. You see what I'm saying? Let's say you keep dumping money in there, and at a certain point you get it to 5,000, and now you feel me? Like that shit gonna keep going up. And that percentage seem like nothing, but you need that percentage. You see what I'm saying? You gotta keep dump. Cause in 10 years, if you ain't dumped at least, let's say in 10 years, bro, 10 years, bro. In 10 years, if you ain't at least put like, come on, 5,000 into your shit, like, come on, bro. You 10 years. Come on. You gotta put some money into your shit. That shit can get crazy. Over time, that shit add up. But that's one way just to save your money. And banks don't give you that, by the way. They offer you 2% cash back. Really more, you being generous, exactly. Giving you 2% cash back on purchases of coffee. Gang, that's not where you go save your money. I'm gonna keep it a bean. Giving you $50 vouchers on flights and shit. That's sturdy for quick little nut shit, but that ain't where you set your life up for greatness. Alright? Alright, number 2. Roth IRA. Roth IRA. A lot of don't know what this is. Roth IRA. Now, a Roth IRA is, you know when people say put your money in stocks. Alright? That's what it means. Empower gives you 2% back. I mean, it's a credit union though. I don't know. A Roth IRA is this, right? This is a Roth IRA. This is what I would recommend you use. I would recommend you use Fiddly. This is the one I use right here. I'm gonna show y'all now. Show what I use. Right, and always do your research, right? But this is where you can put your money. This is where you put your money. You start a retirement IRA, brokerage account. You set shit up. This is a real website. You feel me? This is a real website. You with Fiddly. Now look, let me tell you what the Roth IRA is, right? Every year you could put up to 7,000, and 7,000 sound like a lot, but to these rich is really to nerf them. Because if you could put unlimited amount into the, you'd be f***ed up. Alright, you'd be f***ed up. But you could put up to $7,000 per year into your Roth IRA. And basically, right, basically what you're doing is you're putting money on stocks. So places like Apple, say you're not a financial advisor, disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm telling you what works for me, right? You can put money on like Apple, just companies that you've seen thrive for years. You can put your money with them, and basically what you're doing is 10 years ago, Apple ain't worth what it was worth. 10 years ago, Uber ain't what Uber used to do. You can put your money into companies and let your money ride with them. Up to $7,000. Now, certain stocks pay you dividends. What that mean? If they hit certain milestones, they'll give you an extra $50 in your account. They put an extra $100 in your account, and your account is just stacking up. Now, with the Roth IRA, right? You have to let the money sit in there. It's not like a high yield. High yield, you could take your money out. Don't take your money out, but with a Roth IRA, you get a penalty if you take your money out. So this kind of like I put my money up, I'm not touching it. This is another long-term joint. This is like, I'm putting my money up, I'm not touching it. Now, if you like, yo, how do I choose what company to put my money into? You don't have to put your money into that. You could put your money into shit like a NASDAQ. this that's gonna go, that's known to go up regardless of life. That whether it dropped in 10 years, it was up a good ass 5, at least 10%. You dig me? That's guaranteed gonna go up. You can put your shit in index funds. You dig me? That's S&P 500. You feel me? Like that. That's gonna go up regardless. So this is like a, in 10 years ain't gonna be no bum though. You feel me? You put your shit, yo, ain't gonna be no bum though. That's where you put your money. But you can put up to $7,000 per year, and then it go up with the shit. Like, and certain, this is what they try to do. They try to pick like companies that's gonna like go up, starting from the bottom and go all the way up, so they could be rich early. But honestly, just put it where it's safe and take it out in 10 years. Look at this right here. Look at this right here. Look at this right here. Let's say right now you're 21. What age do you want to retire? I say at least go 10 years. You feel me? So let's say 31, but for real, don't touch your money to 40. Let's say you locking the fortune away. Don't touch your money, man. Don't touch your money. Beginning contribution age. Start now. You're 21, you start when you're 21. Investment rate on return. Let's just say you're going to do some average shit. You're going to do some average shit, man. Let's just, your shit do the average. Let's see actually what the average is. Average return on S&P 500, approximately 10%. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Let's say 8. Let's say 8. They acting crazy. That don't look accurate to me. I say 6. My boy in chat say 7. We're going to say 8 for Google. We're going to say 8 for Google. Ooh. That's beautiful. Now remember, you can enter in $0 to $7,000. Ain't rich. So you put out $1,000, and that's your minimal. Let's say you put in $1,000 to $3,000 per year in your current retirement savings. Then got $0. Nigga starting from 0, scratch, calculate. Bro, in 10 years you're gonna have 124K sitting in there for you, and that's just going from up. That's just, you would have had 41K if you saved it in your regular bank and it did not go up with the S&P 500. But if you put it into the S&P 500, you got 124K. If you regularly save it in your bank, and I told you don't get percentages from that, you're gonna have 41,000. If you put it into the S&P 500, you got 124K. And this is like, all right, man, I'm tired of working this regular life with you. You got 6 figures sitting in there. That's better than 0. Don't be ignorant and say, yo, this is a small percentage. Because imagine this. And it said it's 10%. Let me edit the calculations. It said it's really 10%. So let's say 10%. Let's calculate it. Bro, 153. 153. Ooh. No Baptist. Now let's do mine, right? Let me give y'all something that's let me give y'all something that's mine, man. Let's say I maxed out all my badges. Let's say I started when I was 20, and this is not my exact one because I started this year. But let's say I did everything I was supposed to do. Let's say I did everything I was supposed to do. This if I did everything I was supposed to do. Let's say 19. I've been getting a lot of money since I was 19. Expected retirement age 40, right? Beginning when I'm 19. Wow. Return on investment 10% annual. I'm putting in the max, bro. If I'm making 100K a year, I'm putting in the max. I'm putting in the max. This can't be a real calculator. It's giving me 3,000 max. It's really a 7,000 max. Oh, that's minimal. That's minimal. I'm sorry, that's minimal. This is max. Yeah, give me that. I'm maxing it out. If I'm making 100K a year, I'm maxing it out. And let's just say I start with $5,000. I start with $5,000 in there. From the age 19 to 40, I'm putting the 7,000 in there. I'm gonna be rich all them years. Calculate. This is not right. 400K, this ain't right. This not a right calculator. This ain't right. You'll be a millionaire. Let me show you something. Roth IRA investment, long-term saving. Yeah, this is investment calculator. Yeah, that's wrong. The 7,000 should have made me know everything I should have knew. Let's go to 10. Terms of investment, 21, 31, 41. Let's go 20 years. Yeah, this can't, bro. You would be up some dog. You would be up some dog, and this would be my joint. I could do different nigga situations. You dig me? 29 years. We could go 29 years. Let's go 30. If I'm going 29 years, I'm going 30. I ain't that type of initial investment. That ain't right either. We need a real calculator. Life insurance, credit. This not a real website. This not a real website. This is a real website. Yeah, that's not a real website. What's going on? I'm gonna show y'all why. Average 10%. That's not every year, but it's still valid. No, that's max up. Look, annual contribution, 7,000 being the max. Let me see something. Yeah, 7,000 is the max. And actually, since these calculators not working, let's do some fact checking. What is the most you can put in a Roth IRA per year? $7,000. And I got a little secret for y'all that y'all not gonna like, but I'm gonna tell y'all the good news first. $7,000. Let's fact check some shit since we sitting there and you dig me? Since we sitting there and we get into it, it's like, yo, I want y'all to know that the shit y'all learning is real life. Them calculators is they fake. All right, expected rate on return. Give me my 10%. Current balance. We starting with 5,000. Wow, this is me. This is me. If I started when I'm 19, like I'm making that music money and I'm locked in. Right?
Wish I knew this shit last month. Gang. No bad.
Alright, Roth IRA. There we go. That look a little more right. When I'm 40, I'm going to have 400. Basically $500,000. That would be $500,000. That would be $500,000. $500,000. Now, let's say you got a $500,000 in your Roth IRA, and then your high yield saving account, you got $200K over there, and then over here with your investments over there, you dig me? But let's say I'm rich already, so I don't even want to touch this. Let's say I'm rich. I'm rich, so I ain't touching it till I'm 50, cause once I'm 50, this gonna go to my kids. This gonna go to my kids. Fuck it. And bro, if you rich, it's ways to get multiple accounts and all that. But if I say this going to my kids, all right, I got 1.3 million waiting for them. 1.3 million. Fuck it. I'm already rich, so this for my kids. This is some side. I'm gonna make an account for me, and I'm gonna make an account for this kid and that kid. Bro, white people will have an account for all three kids, his wife and him, and this will be forming thousands and millions.
What's the
and now in 50 years, it's 10 mil waiting for niggas.
What's the youngest you can make one of these accounts?
Bro, you can make a Roth IRA for like, I think, what is it, 18 plus? It say any age, gang.
So you can.
They can make accounts. They would have 1 point. Bro, if you had 3 kids, a wife, and when you married, you got the same finances. If you let your man take charge, they be letting their men take charge, bro. You would do 1.3, 1.4 million times 6.
My kid gonna be a dog shit.
And it's gonna stay in the family. And if one person rich and they put their whole family on, if one person rich and they putting their whole family on, gang, the family ain't never going broke if they spend their money right. You gonna be 50 and y'all gonna be up 8.4. Gang. This not even life insurance, health insurance, or the high yield saving accounts. They rinsing and repeating. These be the voting for the politicians mad because they 1.4 million could have been 1.7. Gang. It's crazy. It's crazy. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. So this is the second way. And to get back to it, I use Fidelity. You want to open up a Roth IRA. Now, look, this is the bad news. The bad news is if you start making over 100K, you have to transfer your Roth IRA to a backdoor Roth IRA. It gets a little tricky because if you make over 100K, they not trying to let you have a Roth IRA. They want this to be slow and steady for the little niggas, but you can still get it. It's not illegal to get a backdoor IRA. You can do it on Fitly. They let you do it on this website. Like, you can do it, but you just got to do it a certain way. You feel me? But every family member can have a backdoor Roth IRA. Yep.
What's the difference?
The difference is it's something that's really set up so that is not abusing it. So it's kind of like...
So it slow you down.
It slow rich down from farming.
Okay.
It's for rich. So it's like if you make over 100K, they want to just clock you a little more. But it's loopholes. You can do it right on this website, which is completely legal. Like, you can set it up.
You just gotta go through more shit.
Yeah, you just gotta go through a little more signups. Now look, there are Roth IRA apps. I want to share my review. Don't use Robinhood investing. You don't want to use these quick trick apps. You kind of want to use the Jones that Uncle Sam appreciates. Alright? You don't want to use these newly Jones. Your money is not too secure over there. Get off Robinhood, man. Alright? This a little phone app. And it's not a scam. You really can stack your money over there. But it's just not as secure. And Vanguard. Vanguard and Fidelity. But I'm going to use Fidelity, though. Because I transferred... This how real it is. I had $2,000 sitting in Robinhood. I transferred it over to Fidelity. Alright, so that's one, high yield saving account. Two, Roth IRA. The third way to save your money... And I just told y'all 2 ways in 10 years you'll be a millionaire.
And you imagine y'all
and you perform these. Each person in your life that you teach.
And they not all the same.
Fidelity.
Type of forming.
Fidelity. I called it Fidelity. I never knew. I never told nobody this. No back. Suge gonna be rich. Marcus by Golden Sachs. No back. Locked in. So look, if you want to save your that's what you... It's killing me. I'm loving the free game, though. You feel me? But you save for rainy days in your high yield. Your Roth IRA is your retirement account. Two different things. You don't take your money out your Roth IRA. You shouldn't take it out your high yields either. But you definitely don't take it out your Roth IRA, or you lose 10%, I think, if you take it out before 10 years.
Would it be dumb to take money out your savings to put in your Roth IRA?
No. Okay. That would actually be the better place to put it for the long-term tip. Because now you really can't touch it, and you only can put $7,000. So if $7,000 is what you got in your high yield, put it in your Roth. In 10 years, you'll thank yourself. Because now you could turn your $30,000 to $500,000. You dig me? And $30,000 gonna take you with what 10 years if you put you know what I'm saying? 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 40, 7, 14, 21, 28, 35. So in 5 years, if you maxing out at 7,000, that's you turn your 30 to $500,000. And then, bro, 10 years pass. Take a little bit of money when you don't got the penalty, and put it in the high yield. Put out a yield and then start and then actually all your family members just stack up they Roths. However you want, bro. But these white people is doing it in 10 years. They good. They got little houses with a ranch and shit like that. Got 200K. They paying a mortgage, still working. They really couldn't afford to pay off their house. They doing expensive weddings for 20K. They pulling it out of these, bro. They pull it out they high yield. In 10 years, they married and shit. Like, that's how the kids 30 and all that during college. I'm gonna buy my kid a car. And it's $5,000. They taking it out of this, bro. It's coming out of this. That's where it's coming from. They not even rich. They just knew the method. Gotta wait to 59 to touch Roth. Ain't gotta be 59. It's recommended though. Thoughts on dividend stocks? Dividend stocks are cool. You could get money a little faster with the dividend stocks, but you could get dividends if you invest into the right stocks on Fidelity. Yeah, we behind. Ain't know this. All right, so the third way to get your cheese, right? I ain't stream all day to come back to my favorite topic. Start asking money questions. I'm like, all right, bad. I'm gonna show niggas. I'm gonna show. Well, I could tell y'all what I really think my favorite way is, but this is financial literacy right here. I love you, man. Dividends don't hit unless you got some cheese in these. Exactly, because then you got more shares and your dividends really smacking and shit. Now your dividends are banned and all that. Alright, now look. I'ma show this credit card. Right? I ain't gonna show too much. This month, right? And I don't use this credit card. This is the Amex Platinum that you see, right? This credit card right here, this month, I done spun. This how much I spun on this credit card this month. Or last month. This how much I spun on the Amex credit card. When I'm Zari, do this, Zari, do that. That's how much I spun on that credit card this month. Now, this credit card right here does not have a limit, though. It don't got a limit. That's the metal Joan. It don't got a limit. Right?
My man's got that shit.
It don't got a limit. Your man's got it. They'll start. Even if you got the, it's different. It's different levels though. It's different levels.
He got the gold now. He got.
You can have a 2K. You can have a 5K. You can have a 10. You can have a 30. You can have a joint with no limit. Yeah. It's all up to your credit though. Now let's assume you working on your credit. This is where you use credit to make the money. Okay. The next thing you do is you get you one of these credit cards. You start you a motherfucking business. If you don't want to start a business, you can invest into a business and you can use credit. So what they do is they be super good civilians. They get a good credit score. They get them a platinum credit card. They get a black credit card. They get all these good credit cards. And they use this fake money from being good with good behavior to buy something that now makes them liquid money, and they just pay the credit card back. Literally. 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 Ain't even smart. Just being good civilians. Just paying gas, paying their gas back, buying something expensive, paying it back, being responsible, getting good credit. Now they got this platinum card. And you know what? With this platinum card, I'm going to buy this house. I'm going to fix it up with my husband. We're going to rent it out. And now in 10 years, we own this house that's worth $500,000. And we didn't pay it back. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. But we're going to put number 3 as business. Business. And you know why the credit card method is so much better? Because good credit mixed with a no limit is way better than a loan. Because the loan, you gotta pay the interest back and shit.
And you don't gain nothing off it.
You dig me? You gotta pay the interest back. Alright? Tips on building credit. Credit builder is one. Go to your bank and ask them for a credit builder. They got one. Basically, they're gonna take money out your account. $50, $100 out your account. You pay them back. And when the credit builder done, you get all the money back that you paid, and your credit go up. Auto pay your phone bill. Right? Pay for a dinner. Pay it back. Little shit, bro. Little shit consistency. Something real big is a big purchase. If you're gonna get yourself a car and it's like, I don't recommend a car though. I don't recommend you lease a car. That's me. I recommend you save up and you real money, 4,000 or 5,000, you get you a nice car. Them starter Hondas using college, Mark Zuckerberg and them, it ain't just for the movies. They not corny. The with that nice car in the hood is paying a mortgage that's kicking his ass. And as time go on, it's not worth more money because it's a new year. So you're going to get a 2018 in 2018, and then 2020, the shit going to be worth $3,000 less. And there's more wear and tear on that car, so you can't trade it back. And if you pay your lease on time, 500, 600, whatever it is, interest is building. So your 500 and 600 is really 300 towards the bill. Unless you plan on paying it back super faster, it's over. What you thought was 11K is now 16K, and you ain't never planned for it to be that. It's debt that you didn't ask for.
Then you got ran.
I don't recommend you do it.
Car fuck up.
I don't recommend you do it.
Then you got insurance.
The richest people take transportation until they own everything. Don't lease it. Don't lease a car. Don't lease a car. Don't lease a car. Don't lease a car. Because if you get irresponsible and you stop paying it, it goes up more than $16K. Now you got that bill for life and it's $25K. Unless you're planning on getting rich, you ain't gonna pay that off, and your credit gonna start to drop if you miss payments. You just gave yourself what I like to call a liability. I'm fucked, ain't I?
290 game. Shit.
A little. It's a 360 deal, and I'm only talking from experience. But I'm good enough to say, oh, I made this money this month. Take it all. I don't want this car to be a liability no more. Because you think about it like this, right? And this where it get nutty. If you buy it, let's say you rich, right? And you lease something that's $10,000. I want this car. It's gonna be $10,000 over time. You're gonna be paying it for 5 years. Your $10,000 after interest, because it is interest. They'll tell you the interest rate, 3%, 10%, whatever the interest rate. You got to pay that extra percentage on the whole amount, the total. So $10,000, you might be really paying 14. If you take longer than 5 years, you know your 14 gonna turn into 20,000. Like, I'm not even talking about you missing payments. Even if you're paying it on time, you still got to pay the interest. Yes. The only way to avoid the interest is to pay it faster by paying big amounts, more than what they asked for. So if you don't pay more than they asked for, you're paying the interest. And they're going to say you signed the contract. Yes. That's why you need to look at the APR and all the extra dumbass on credit cards and all them percentages. That's why they're so important, because it's a 11% interest. And you be so hyped when you get your car, like, yes, I'm so in it, I'm stepping up in life. But in 5 years, you're going to be like, why the f am I still paying it? I didn't pay $10,000 worth. Why do I still got $4,000 or $5,000 left? And if you stop paying it, your credit go down. Some people go to the bank, they get a credit loan, they pay them off, but now instead of paying them off, you just paying the bank. But it don't matter who you pay, you're going to pay somebody. They got you. They got you. You guys listening to a dude with makeup on in a hoodie. I don't wear makeup. This Lulu, I'm too bitty. Do 19,000 times 6. They listen to somebody who's making money. Listen. Listen. Don't be so hard-headed. Be coachable. When I'm in a room with these billionaires, I shut the f up. I don't even tell that I know all this. If they're telling me about fidelity, I'm going to listen to the third time. I'm going to listen the third time. Now look, though. It's a scam. It's a scam. It's a scam. Don't do it. I just got a Tesla, but it's for a new rental car business. That's fine. But in order for your rental car business to be in profit, it might take a couple years. Because now you're making the money from them. You taking the money from them, right? And the people who renting it, and you paying the people back, and you got access to the car. But the labor you do, you're not going to start to see. You're not going to start to see profit, which really matters, right? You're not going to see profit until about, it depends on how much you're charging. And how long is this business, how long is this about to f with the Tesla? Will they f with the Tesla for 10 years? Just take that into consideration when you're making businesses. You feel me? Like, black truck's a little different. You might order a black truck and you in a 2015 black truck. You like, why this joint old? Them niggas still paying this joint off. It'd be different. It'd be different. You gotta really decide if that's, you feel me? Like, you might got charged some dog. Like, you feel me? I don't know. I don't know. My advice to you, Nadi. My advice to you is How much is the car? You want to tell me the situation? I give you some game. Because the first thing you got to do to be rich is clear off debt. It's somebody who might have $10,000 in their account, but they owe the IRS $2,000. They tried to go to college, dropped out, and they owe them $5,000, and they owe this person something. So the more they hold on to that money, the closer it get to the date where somebody, one of those entities, snatch it. It's a nasty world. It's a nasty world. Yeah, B&B is a good business. Is a 630 bad? A 630 is standard. It get nasty. Yo, what's your situation? 10K for 3 years? You not, but you gotta lock in. Like, you probably can't buy nothing. I mean, like, you want to hear the optimistic approach? Right, you chopped this shit. And your name Nuzzy. It's the worst nickname ever. You want to hear the best thing? Optimistic is like, pay your shit on time, because then it'll be that low price, but for more years, and hope you get rich one of them years where you can just knock it off. That's the best thing you can do. Like, yo, it's gonna be 260, but now it's gonna be 260 for 10 years. Like, for a long time of your life. Like, you might have your kids might be in high school by the time you're done with the car. So pay that and hope you do some shit that's gonna, like, get you out of there. And I could be exaggerating, but I'll crunch the numbers if you want the actual time. Because if that's the case, right? If that's the case, if you got 10,000 and you got to do it in 3 years, divided by 3, they got you paying 3,333 per year. Divide that, you pay 277 a month, so probably 280 with some interest. If you look at your probably $70 went to interest and only 200 applied to the actual principal payment. You dig me? So instead of it really taking you 3 years, it'd probably really take you like, it'd probably take, yeah, that's about right. I'm saying it'll probably take you about, they said 3, it'd probably take you about 6 sound, and that's if you make your payment. 6 sound. If you really want to finish in 3 years, you would probably have to put like, you probably got to pay the interest early. You would probably have to put like $325 or $330 towards it every month if you really want to end in 3 years. If not, it's gonna be like 6 sound. So it's gonna be a higher payment than what you thought. If you paying $400, you're really paying $500. You paying $500, you're really paying $600. Look at it like that. That's exaggerated. It might be $70 extra, $60 extra, but that add up per month. You dig me? I'm cool with my little auction bit. I had an Infinity from the Africans in Southwest. I was cool for 3 years. Get 3 jobs, naughty. Damn. Yeah, the only way for you to really bip that, John, like, you would have to get some dog and pay that shit off. Like, let's just say you get into a little accident or something happen where you get some court money and you make 30 or 40K and you just say, you know what? I'm paying it. I don't want this debt on me. But think about it like this. For 5 years, 277 times 12 times 5. This how much money extra you gonna have in your pockets per year not paying that. I mean per 5 years. This how much extra. You have an extra salary. An extra McDonald's salary in your pocket. You'll probably have an extra McDonald's salary in your pocket. But let's say you miss some payments, your credit gonna go down. And you still gotta pay them. So it's like, oh, if I f up, I'm really f***ed. That's the thing. It's not even just like, alright, f it, I'll pay this car off for the rest of my life. Yeah, credit go down if you miss it, though. Crazy. I already did. You missed the payment. Now, if I get rich, I'ma bless you. If I become a millionaire, I'll bless you. And people keep saying like, "Yo, you rich? You close to a millionaire?" Chat. That would mean I make $83K a month at least. Gang, if you make $83K a month, you make $100K a month. If I make $100K a month, I'm blessing. $100K a month, that's 1.2 milli. If I make something like that, it's over.